Greetings, my Israelite brothers and sisters, heirs, joint heirs, adopted, grafted, natural, spiritual, whatever you may be, all the sons and daughters of Noah. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is sort of like a follow-up video that I did concerning the authenticity of the Bible. In this video, I want to endorse a book. I don't normally recommend books outside of the Bible for reading purposes or instructional purposes, unless I've actually read the book and know or understand its entire content, that it does not conflict with the scriptures. And the reason is because there's so many books out there that people read as a substitute for reading the Bible. And I don't recommend reading books in substitute of the Bible because some of these books are opinionated, they're conjectural, and they're just based upon one's interpretation, and they have very little scriptures as reference points when they give their doctrine or ideology. So that's why I don't really recommend those books that I would personally recommend. I'm not saying that there aren't some out there that you can find of value, but I just don't recommend them because I like to get people used to reading the Bible and using it as the main reference book or the main source of information. So I see my camera slip there. So I'm going to recommend this book. And the reason why, again, I'm going to recommend this book is, before I tell you about it, is that the author of the book has a message in the beginning of the book, and they emphasize on you following the book or reading the book with the Bible. They want you to have the Bible there with you as you are looking at their book, because they refer back to the Bible as a source. They also use the encyclopedia and stuff like that, which is really what drew my attention to the book, is because that the author takes the time to use the Bible, use credible outside sources, and uses those as references to support the Bible scripture. And the author does not interpret the scripture. He reads it for what it is. It is what it is. When he reads it, it's there. He just uses outside books as sources, and those are credible sources. Again, the encyclopedia, Growlers, all like that. And I recommend this book, and I'm going to show it to you. I recommend this book because it authenticates the Bible. Not that the Bible needs any book to authenticate it, but today, when you're dealing with a worldwide of information, internet, I always like when someone uses the Bible and uses outside sources, because it establishes its credibility. So, the name of this book is called The Four Winds of Heaven. Four Winds of Heaven. I recommend that you get it. I'm going to tell you how to get it. And I recommend that you get it because it has a ISBN number. I want to give that to you. And that there it is right there. The Four Winds of Heaven. And it has an I got a little traffic here. but it's got an ISBN number, and I'm going to give you the ISBN number, which is 09628289004. Okay, so you can also call the Israel of God, and you can order this book. Now, let me tell you what this book does. This book takes the book of Daniel, and it uses the book of Daniel to show you that the prophecy that Daniel gave you is true and accurate. It uses Daniel's dream and Nebuchadnezzar's dream, and it shows you in world history that the dream, the dream and the vision that Daniel had actually came to fulfillment. It came to fulfillment because in Daniel, the Almighty told him that there was going to be 4 kingdoms that comes up from the earth. He gives Daniel the names of those kingdoms in the order in which they will rule the earth. And Nebuchadnezzar was also given a dream of a statue in which Daniel interpreted that dream through the Almighty. And what Daniel was able to tell the Nebuchadnezzar was that his statue represented 4 kingdoms that would be over the earth, and they would rule in various succession periods or eras of time. The author, who is Pastor Henry Bowie, goes through the encyclopedia and actually substantiates the dream that Daniel had, and shows you through world history encyclopedias and other encyclopedias that's on the internet, and he shows you who actually comes in charge of the world and how they come in charge, even to the names of the countries. And again, this all authenticates the Bible. So if you get an opportunity, check that out. Again, I don't read outside books often, but when I do read them, and I'm able to use them in the manner in which the author of this book, who is Pastor Henry Bowie, the way he encourages you to read the Bible scriptures when you are reading this book, so you can get a full pictorial understanding of what's really happening. It just makes not only the book credible, but it also authenticates the Bible. So check that out. I just wanted to leave that to you. This is not a paid advertisement. I don't get paid for sending you that way or nothing like that. That's not what this is about. It's just really making sure that you can authenticate the Bible, especially when you're dealing with loved ones and you're trying to show them other things in the Bible. You're trying to show them the commandments, the statutes. And when you got family members who say that the Bible is not authentic, it was just written by a bunch of guys who somebody just put all of their books together. It's bigger than that. So Daniel is not the only prophet that you can go through the Bible and use outside sources to prove that certain prophetic things came to fruition. You can use a lot of different other prophets to do the same thing. So just wanted to leave that with you. Don't forget, that's the book, The Israel of God, in Riverdale, Illinois. That's how I got my book. And my book was signed to me, but you can order the book. They'll send it to you. But you also have the ISBN number that I gave it to you. And once again, that ISBN number is 09628288904. Peace, and I just wanted to leave that with you.